Welcome to the final vlog of my California trip back in 2023, and basically is a very special day because not only my buddy Dimitri is going to be having a big surprise for somebody, but also then is my very first time visiting Universal Studios. And basically I want to say that like I'm so excited for my buddy Demetrius, but I'm also so excited to actually go to Universal Studios just because of the fact that like I've been wanting to go to this place for so long. And basically it's just so awesome, and I don't know how excited I was feeling at the time. I can still feel the excitement of going to Universal Studios. So hopefully enjoy all the rides, and at least not all the rides because I haven't recorded much of the rides from the past like, at least 2 days at this point. But I hope you enjoyed what I see here and enjoy the video. So this is my first time visiting the City Walk, and it's very crazy to see how this place looks. And I admit that it's like just really such one of the bucket list thing I actually wanted to see, especially after seeing it in commercials and stuff too as well. It is a bit empty, especially for right now, because it is a Sunday morning, and it's just the fact I highly doubt people will be waking up this early. As you can see here, there's Super Nintendo World outside of it. And give you a little context that this was before Super Nintendo World was actually open, and it was still being constructed right now at the moment. But I'm so glad I managed to get here and able to take these good, awesome pictures in front of the Universal Studios globe, which I am so glad I actually went to take good pictures of them. I couldn't keep the secret. You found my darkest demons and brought them out in the light. As you can see here, the Universal Studios store have immediately the Halloween Horror Nights stuff merch, and it's just really cool to see them all lined up right now immediately. But as you can see right here too as well, that they have the wall of mugs which they have random words and stuff, but also names on it too as well, which sadly I won't be able to see mine on there since it's such a unique name too as well. But what's so cool about this spot, especially or even some of the other stores during this time, is that they have specific merch just for freaking Halloween Horror Nights that it's tied to what is themed on there. As you can see here, they have Halloween because they had a haunted house. They have the Killer Clowns from Outer Space as well. They have the weekend stuff and just so much more cool stuff that it's just really awesome to see. And I did buy a Killer Clowns poster, but I wish I could have had much more money to buy a t-shirt or even a glass like that too as well. And what's even cool too, that like because it is a Universal Studios studio like lot, they do have the puppetry of, you can see here, of Seed of Chucky on display and everything too, which is just crazy to see them actually in close proximity, which is just crazy at this point. That's really cool. That's really cool.
Ray, the Broomobile. Boogie robots. Each one has needed international supervillain brew in his evil exploits. Each one is the creation of Brew's chief scientist, Dr. Nefario. He's a genius. He's a mastermind. He's old enough to get half off at most restaurants. And he always comes screwy bitch. Unless he doesn't hear me correctly.
No, I said dark gun, not Oh, yes, as I was wondering, under what circumstances would we use it?
If you encounter Dr. Navarro, do not try to reason with him. Just run.
Yeah, so our first ride is Despicable Me, which is very interesting at this point that this is our first ride, but I mean, hey, who to say? You'll see that like I haven't gotten any of the footage of the rides or most of the rides today, as I said earlier, but I'll definitely be showing you the pre-screenings at least of certain rides like this one right here. Hopefully you enjoy it as much as I did, and pretty much we'll see you after this ride.
So, you want to be a me? Your training will begin soon, but be warned, danger lurks at every turn.
There was a smudge.
I am evil clown. Fear my red nose. That's enough. Girls, would you please just let me do this?
We were just trying to keep things interesting.
Okay, just be still. Don't say any more words. These are. Here's what you can expect life to be like once you're a minion. I must warn you, it's not always this easy. You'll spend a lot of time in the lab doing dangerous science experiments. And sometimes you'll have to risk your lives facing down ferocious enemies. Do what I say, heed my words, or pay the price.
And have fun.
It's gonna be great.
Come on, smile, Gru.
I hate smiling. So, you are all here because you want to work for me. I usually take this time to interview new recruits one at a time, but I'm working on something really big today, so I'm going to have to do this kind of quick. Hello, I'm Gru. What's your name? Where are you from? Wow, that might be impressive. Question. And thank you. Anywho, one moment. This is good. The Teldafario. Add more dynamite. I want a bigger boom. You didn't hear it. It's spectacular. Hurry. One second. This one. Okay, before we begin your training, we need to do a routine body scan. Can't have you bringing any human germs into the lab. It's nothing serious. Just some high-density lasers. They're very, very powerful. It will not hurt me a bit. Uh-oh, we have a problem. It appears that some of you have not showered in like a week. Gross! Not naming names, but it's those guys. Lucky for you, I'm in a bit of a time crunch and I'm feeling jealous. But you better shower when you get back to your hotel. And don't go right to the pool.
But Gru, wait. He's gone, Agnes. It's the anniversary of the day he adopted us. Do you think he forgot? Of course not. It'll be okay, Agnes. Come on. We have a job to do. Let's do this! Okay, everybody. See you in the lab. This is gonna be good. Stay in your row and quickly move down to the last seat. This is where things get good. We're gonna give Gru his present.
Welcome, future minions. In just a few moments, your minion transformation will begin. Just a couple of reminders right before we start.
Where are we supposed to? Just sit here?
Yeah, this was kind of a wacky ride at the very end, and they actually have a dance party, which I cannot play because it's copyrighted music at this point. So yeah, but what's cool right now that you're seeing right now is all the display stuff that they have, or props and everything too, for Halloween Horror Nights, which is so fucking cool to see, especially like see it out and open in the daytime. But it's also understandable because they want to make it sure that they're ready, and it'd be a pain in the ass to lug these out each and every time that they close for the night, or for the day at least, operations. So I wish I would have gone to this year's Halloween Horror Nights because it's so freaking cool. Like, I don't give no shit.
Where put Kelsey?
Kelsey's all the way back there.
Calm down, Grandma. I think it's the glasses. The glasses tell.
So this little bit right here is basically the first recreation of the Harry Potter finding his wand kind of thing. I did record it, but sadly I couldn't salvage the footage at all, so sorry about that. Speaking of door.
Looks like the one keeper's ready for you. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not the wand keeper, but you're about to meet one. Now, I'm going to get this party settled first, then I'll be back for the rest of you. So don't go away, right? Gryffindor, Hufflepuff? All right, so come. Just this way. We're just going to come down.
Man, that cold butterbeer was really good. But anyway, just long story short, this was the part where we decided to take a footage and find the right spot for Demetrius to actually propose to his now fiancée Michaela. And well, we recorded it from 2 different angles, and hopefully that you enjoyed the next couple minutes.
Sign me up, tell me about the people that you know, who are trying to feel alive. Life can get hard, so honey, if you need to cry, just come share my pillow and rain,
Oh, I don't even know what that is. I don't know anything about this.
Yeah?
And that's congratulations, Demetrius and Michaela, and I'm really happy for you guys. Hopefully you guys like have a great and wonderful life together too. And basically, sorry for the sappy romance song, and sorry, Michaela, if you start bawling here. So after we rode 2 rides in Harry Potter's Visiting World, we split up into 2 groups. I went with Stevan, Willie, and Kelsey down to the lower lot, while the other guys went and I think did the tram ride. As you can see here, this was when Super Nintendo World was still being constructed, and basically it's really cool to see it at the time, just being it fully constructed. So we went to check out the Jurassic World, which I really wish I went and recorded this one because this was so cool to go to. And we also went to the Mummy ride and the Transformer rides after that. As I said, sadly I didn't get to record any of the thing, only just little snippets here and there of the pre-show and like going through the rides entrance queue. But it's so cool still to see that, and it's just I really hope that you guys enjoy at least seeing just the entrance on this one. Push all the buttons.
Is that change so was not? It's giving the green light for Optimus and for you and crew.
At this point, I'm convinced it's all just liability. I'm like, when they see that from aliens, I was like, okay. Don't say that right before we're gonna get on the ride. Right. Oh, it's gonna happen. That's true. Oh, my tiny little heart.
You're liable.
My tiny heart syndrome with THS.
Thanks. Round 1. Who we are?
You will require a self-protective byway created to be seated before getting on. And of course, no eating, drinking, smoking, or photography of any kind.
How bad does my hair look?
Welcome to the laboratory.
When it's flying back.
So after checking out the rides in the lower lot, we decided to check out the tram ride, which is like not that far, luckily, at this point, and we were kind of close to when the last or second to the last tram ride was going on, which I highly recommend going to it if you're a big movie fan like me. And this one you'll definitely see a lot more of, since this one I recorded almost the whole entire thing, but you'll be seeing the best of clips that I really enjoyed at this point. And oh hey, it's those guys. See, told you we see them again somehow. But I really hope that you guys do enjoy all of my favorite parts from the show, or at least like kind of like a snippet of it. And yeah, we'll see you after this.
All right, we are headed down our movie timeline. We've been making movies here for over 100 years. And in that time period, we have made over 8,000 major motion pictures.
Goddamn.
Some of those include Best Picture winners like Out of Africa, The Sting, Beautiful Mind, Deer Hunter, just to name a few. Now, our founder was a man by the name of Carl Laemmle, and he had this dream, he had this vision. What he wanted to do is he wanted to create a city that was dedicated entirely to the making of major motion pictures. And that is exactly what we are out here. We are our very own city. So we've got our own health and services department, we've got our own sheriff's department. At one point in time, if you believe this, we actually had our very own DMV out here. What? Yeah, some of the employees would be out here taking their like driver's tests. And we've got our very own, on the right-hand side of the tram, fire station. That's right, Fire Station 51. Now, that is not a set. That is a real working fire station, and they keep us safe throughout the filmmaking process. There's a lot of really cool tributes to Fire Station 51. My personal favorite, there's an episode of TV show Friends, where Lisa Kudrow and Jennifer Aniston live together in an episode where they're Rachel and Phoebe on the show. But a fire starts in their apartment, and the firefighter who shows up has a Fire Station 51 emblem on his helmet, which is a tribute to that fire station right there. All right, we're going to be heading on into our front lot, and you're going to get a glimpse of what's called sound stages. That's these really big buildings with the numbers on the side. Now, each of these walls, a little bit thicker than a 2x4, keeps about 98% of the sound out because we got a theme park going on year-round, so we got to make sure that the sound quality inside is absolutely pitch perfect. So, left-hand side, one of our oldest sound stations.
I don't think you need the glasses now, Willie.
Say hello.
I don't think
to
you
my
need the
little friend.
glasses now, Willie.
It's for the filming ending of Scarface.
I wonder if they just keep adding them, like once they start getting bigger movies and stuff.
And oh my gosh, the first celebrity sighting of the day. The Minions. Illumination Entertainment. Film goes to over $1 billion in the box office along with Despicable Me 3, so we're proud of that one. Whoa, check it out, guys. Holy moly. Hey, how you doing? I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be talking right now because sometimes they'll have like red lights and that means like, hey, tour guide, shut up. Wow, that was awesome. Okay, so that blue screen right there they were using, I'll talk about this. I told you, active filming. That was awesome. So that blue screen right there, the reason why they use blue screens in Hollywood is because it doesn't pick up any of the pigment in anybody's skin tone. So that's why they use that. Wow, that was really exciting, guys. That was awesome. Wow, they're shooting a commercial this time of day. That was great. All right, there. All right, bungalow 5195 right here on the left-hand side. This was Alfred Hitchcock's personal bungalow. Director of Vertigo, Rear Window, Birds, Psycho. He used to stand outside of his bungalow and wave at the tram as it went by. That was back when like we had the glamour tram and it was all red, and then they changed the paint up. Anyway, it's currently home to the Dina De Laurentiis company. After Alfred Hitchcock, they actually offered that to Steven Spielberg, but because of the immense influence that he had on Steven Spielberg, he was like, oh no, I can't accept this. Way too much pressure. All right, this tram only goes 8 miles per hour, but we're going to take it all the way up to 88 miles per hour. Right, Arlene? All right, she nodded. We're doing it. Here we go. Welcome to Courthouse Square. Check your screens. Couple of examples of what's filmed outside here. The Back to the Future trilogy, 1955, 1985, the distant future of 2015. Hey, how you doing? Yes! What's up?
That's really cool, though.
Here's Bob Gale and Christopher Lloyd.
It was actually the back lot at the Courthouse Square that inspired the entire climax to Back to the Future.
I had scenes up there in the clock tower on that ledge. It was a ledge about that wide. And I was standing inside looking at the ledge, and I already had vertigo. And I just thought, there's no way in the world, no way I'm going to stand on that. And I was up there for quite a while. Of course, I had a cable.
All right, so for you Back to the Future fans on boards, Doc on his utility belt, he had like a little notebook. That notebook, the cover of that notebook, was the cover of Gremlins, because Courthouse Square is where they shot the opening scene of Gremlins. It was all covered in snow. So it's sort of like movie within a movie. Next time you're watching that, kind of fun trivia for you. All right.
Whoa. That's cool.
Goodness, give it up for Con 363D. Woo! All right, folks, that screen was over 40 feet tall and over 180 feet wide. Making one of the most immersive 3D experiences in the world. Anybody get dinosaur spit on them? Yeah. That's real dinosaur spit. That's the real stuff. They import that from overseas. It's really expensive. All right, folks. Now, you might have noticed in the middle of Con 363D that our tram, we got pulled onto the screen. And what we did, we became in Hollywood what's known as a picture car. So a picture car is any car animation motion picture. That's where that term comes from. But sometimes those cars become just as famous as the actors in the film. So get your cameras ready, because on the left-hand side, we're going to be checking out some of our famous Universal picture cars.
That's cool. Oh, even the Flintstones? That is really cool. Even the gyrosphere.
So that tank right at the end there, I know it looks real. Plastic, paint, and fiberglass. Unbelievable job by the art department. That was in the very first Transformers that shot over on our Metro Street. Also, the gyrosphere from Jurassic World, you might have noticed, didn't have any glass exterior. And it didn't when they were making the film either. Glass is very difficult to work with. It picks up a lot of the reflections of the camera. So it was much easier for the production to do it in post-production with CGI or computer-generated. Now we do a little bit of dinosaur training here in our back lot. They're very friendly. Uh-oh. Looks like they got out. Watch out, it's Allosaurus. Side here, this tree trunk, I know it looks real. It's actually just chicken wire surrounded by foam and then painted by the art department. Really spectacular attention to detail. So, all right, so we're going to head on into Soundstage 50 right now. This is one of our real live working sound stages. Now, the reason why we're able to drive through here is because there's a permanent access drive-through road. They do a lot of stunt sequences inside here. Currently, it's dressed up to be a 1980s San Francisco BART station. There's like a crime drama that's going on, and the actors and the director, you'll see their where they set up shop on the left-hand side. All their chairs are right there. We're lucky enough to be able to drive through here. So the two detectives are after a perpetrator that they suspect is like responsible for a crime. A really spectacular job by the art department. All those little nuanced details that really bring it to life. Pretty spectacular when you start imagining the fact that at one point in time, this was just one big empty warehouse. So the secret about set decoration is it's all those kind of like details that really bring it to life. Anyway, the secret is all right, hang on there, buddy, hang on. Oh no, the roof came down. There isn't any water. Uh-oh. Well done, everyone. Well done. Way to survive your second flash flood of the tour. So that soundstage was seen at Beverly Hills Cop 3 with Eddie Murphy. So they go to Wonderworld, right? And then Eddie Murphy runs the attraction to escape the security guards who are chasing him. It was also seen right here in an episode of Bones with David Boreanaz. All right, on your right-hand side, as we make this turn right here, some more picture cars. So the green Mini Cooper was seen in Mr. Bean's Holiday with Rowan Atkinson. The Mini Cooper behind it with the Union Jack flag on it was seen in Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. The yellow car right there was seen in American Graffiti. Dominic Toretto's Charger from the Fast and Furious franchise. The black Ford right there was used in Public Enemies with Christian Bale and Johnny Depp. Mystery Machine, Scooby and the Gang, Transformers, Too Fast, Too Furious, Bumblebee for Transformers, and the double-decker bus is used all the time over on our metro sets whenever they're doing like a TV show that takes place in London. Whoa, this place is huge. What are there, 50 rooms, 50 vacancies?
Oh, we have 12 vacancies. 12 cabins, 12 vacancies.
I was way off. Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Currently it's dressed up for our Halloween Horror Nights, which takes place during the months of September and October. Fun fact about Psycho, that was the very first American film to show a toilet flushing on screen. That's kind of random, but normally in the 1960s they would never have toilets flushing on screen because the ratings agency was like, that is obscene. But Alfred Hitchcock was like, nope, it's integral to my story. Alright, now we're going to be passing by one of the most iconic houses in all of horror film. You might still see Mother rocking up on the second story. Oh boy. Is that Norman Bates?
Oh my God, I love you.
Alright, now we're going to head on into our newest attraction here in our backlot. This is Jupiter's Claim from Jordan Peele, Academy Award-winning writer, actor, director. Jordan Peele's note. Here is Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kids Share. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Well, a little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of a UFO hotspot. Welcome to the world of New.
Some kind of radio broadcast. I'm going to patch them through, see what's going on.
Look, this might be more serious than I thought.
Uh-oh.
What just happened? This is a secure line. Who are you?
I'll tell you who I am, boys. I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation. My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service, and as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
The hell you are.
Let me clue you in on two things, sweet cheeks. One, there's a high-value witness from the Federal Protection Program aboard your vehicle. And two, an international crime syndicate led by Owen Shaw is honing in on this vehicle to take that witness out. Shaw's as ruthless as they come, and he'll stop at nothing to eliminate his target. Every living soul on this vehicle is in serious danger. Other than that,
this is not your jurisdiction.
It is now, Stink Pickle.
I'm so tired of you stink guys stepping in just whenever you feel like.
Mute him.
Don't you?
That's better.
Everybody out! It's the FBI!
the race day after party, and the Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move. Bill? That's right, party's over. You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not... You're under arrest right now.
All right, folks, get those 3D glasses on. Now is when you're going to need them. So we've shown you how we make movies, but now it's time to put you into the movies. So this is the final action sequence of the movie, and this one's called Fast and Furious 50. Tuna, no crust. The cameras are rolling, the lights are up. We got to get this shot one take and one take only. So here we go. Lights, camera, action.
This is our turn.
After that.
Okay, guys, it's showtime.
I got the move by the horn.
Now we're moving.
Witness is mine, Lenny. You asshole. Don't think you're getting away. Put in the claws.
Way to go, Lenny.
Don't climb into the missile shot.
Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this.
Robin, don't shoot. Head from the bridge. Under construction. Everybody hold on.
Hit the nitrous. Ride or die.
Oh my gosh, thanks so much, Dom. Folks, that's going to bring us to the end of the tour. First things first, huge round of applause to Arlene, our driver. Yay! Dominic Toretto, who? We're like Arlene. All right, right-hand side, one final look at the studio we just drove through with Warner Brothers and Disney in the distance as the sun is perfectly shining on it. Wow! Really the pulse of the film industry. Truthfully, thousands of movies have come out of that view right there. Wow, really, really cool. That's a great view right there. All right, if you enjoyed the tour today, my name is Malcolm. If you didn't enjoy the tour, my name is Ty. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us here at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of Los Angeles. As always, we'll see you in the movies. Make sure you return your 3D glasses to the 3D glasses receptacles. Watch your step as you exit the tram on the left-hand side. If you have any questions about some of the movies you might have seen on the tour today, make sure you check one of our shops on Main Street before you exit the park. Also, make sure you check out Peacock, our streaming service, and download this Universal Studios app to your smartphone. As they say in the movies, that's a wrap.
Man, this was freaking awesome to see. I swear to God, even after editing it, it's so awesome to see all that stuff and just the history of it too as well. So after we went and checked out the tram ride, we went back to the lower lot and ate at the Jurassic Park Cafe, which then after a little bit, I went and decided to split off from those guys because they had a Halloween Horror Nights to still check out. Sadly, I didn't get to able to go to that night. Otherwise, I would have stayed with them. But the tickets were sold out when I was trying to get it that day of or the day before. So sometime I'll get to it at least at one point. But I decided to regroup with the other guys and basically just do our own thing at that point. I tell you, I really wish I could have gotten a picture in front of that, but look at that line though. Anyway, after we went and exited to the City Walk, which is pretty awesome to see, and man, it's crowded even for a Sunday night too as well. That it's freaking awesome that it's just seeing all these different stores, especially open when earlier that day it was hardly anybody out there because we were out there before it was open. But just seeing how packed this place was crazy. And even seeing the NFL like NBC Brewery over there too, showing an actual Sunday night football game on the big screen was freaking awesome to see too. And plus, like, I remember Josh told me about this one before when he went there. Before, it was not this one, but that candy place that you'll see just in a couple seconds. Hopefully enjoy at least this little part.
Demon Slayer stuff. I see. What's in the nacho box?
Oh no, that was good. Ichiku ramen.
It's a mystery.
Oh what? No way. What's in the back? Show the back.
It's just nothing. Oh wow, it's full mystery snack.
That's actually really cool.
How much is this though?
That's a good question.
I'm not trying to blow a whole paycheck on it. I would do it though.
Josh.
Oh, cheesy poof.
Oh, there it is. 50.
Oh, that's not bad. $50.
So after we check out the sugar store, we decided to go further back of the city walk and check out the sadly now closed down Las Vegas Raiders store, which everything was a little bit expensive there, so sadly I didn't get anything, but still it was actually nice and cool to see an official store that it was basically my first official store before I even went to the Las Vegas Raiders LA Stadium.
They have fans?
Yeah. Well, born in San Diego, thank you.
That explains it.
I tell you a story about me and you. Out on the water, surrounded by the blue. They scream that only I'll be saved.
So after we check out the store, we went back to the car, and basically I was kind of like the backseat of the very back seat. And basically we went to a mall, which I don't remember what the mall was since it was pretty dark and I don't know the area anymore at this point, or at least at all. But we decided to check out this restaurant called Maggiano's. It's a great Italian restaurant. A little bit pricey, but the food there is so good and actually very filling too as well. And it's not my first time being there because I went there for the first time at the Dallas airport when me and Josh went to basically the Res concert for our weekend trip at that point. But it's such a great food, and it was definitely a great atmosphere with everybody, and it was also to help celebrate both Demetrius and Michaela's basically engagement at that point too as well. And my god, I really would love to go to that place again because it's such a good spot. But after that, we decided to go back to the hotels. Basically all of us were all tired, and even by this time I was starting to fall asleep all on the way back. So we'll get ready for the next day. And so today is the very last day of our trip, basically the go home at this point. So we split up back into two groups. The people that came from car or traveling through the car decided to go back basically very early on, which was about like maybe 8 or 9ish. But I went with Josh and those guys went along with them for the day because we had the same exact flight that was going back from Burbank Airport to New Mexico. And basically we decided to go take a little bit of time since we had a bit of time till our plane trip. And basically we decided to head back down to, or at least head down to San Clementine to check out the beach, and honestly, it's been such a long time since I actually been to the beach and actually smelled the Pacific Ocean. Like I went to the Gulf side and everything too. It was completely different, but just seeing how blue the beach were and everything too was just such a great sight to see again, especially after so many years of not being able to see it. But I'll let you guys listen at least to this very, very ocean side, I should say.
Hello. For a second, I was wondering, like, what are you doing there for a second? And then.
And here we see a peaceful seagull just flapping in the winds. It's just minding its own business. And as we zoom out, we see two people just trying to photograph, getting closer and closer to the seagull. Ah.
I haven't seen the ocean in such a long time, especially over here.
Yeah, it really makes you ponder life's greatest questions.
Why we're here?
I was about to ask today. I'm glad you called on my
Oh, I definitely did. Every time that question always comes up, it's like I always.
The empty vastness of the ocean really makes you wonder. Do you ever wonder what it would do?
After we check out the beach, we decided to check out like a couple more detours here and there. And we checked out a mall, or a little strip mall too as well, where we ate like at least one last time before we left to the airport. Which then we went and dropped off, or filled up the rental car. We went and dropped it off. And basically, it's a funny story here that, well, it wasn't funny at the time, but funny story now that I technically almost missed my flight here. And it was very scary too. And the fact that like Josh's mom, both Josh and his mom both had TSA clearance, so they could have easily gotten through quickly. While both me, Brooklyn, and their friend, and Josh's mom's friend, basically like were kind of like in a rush too as well. And literally, we were all getting called for our last flight and everything like that too. And literally, I was so close to missing it. And boy, I was really afraid of actually missing this flight because I had no money to get another flight at all too as well. So I'm so glad I actually did it. But man, I literally had to like unbuckle my pants. I literally had to just throw everything on there too after we did check-in. So, but I managed to make it a good thing too as well. And basically the fact that we managed to get home safely at this point too. It was very late at night. It was about 1 o'clock at night when we finally landed back from it. And boy, Arizona was also still fucking hot as hell too by that time. So, but yeah, it was very, very close call for me at that very exact moment too as well, which I'm so glad I won't able to, at least like hopefully I won't have to do that again. And basically that's my whole trip from California, at least. So our Disneyland California trip. It was such a really fun time, and the reason why it took me so long to edit this was because I wanted to be in the right mood to actually be able to edit this and remember all the good things from it too. It's been a bit hard for me like trying to edit this while like in kind of like a not so great mood, or you know, like kind of like just life got to get in my way. But every time I always do edit this and kind of remember the feelings of everything too, like just watching all this new stuff, or at least watching all the old stuff, and basically just like remembering each and every specific part like I remember. It's really makes me so happy that I'm able to at least able to travel by myself, able to do what I wanted to do, but also able to travel with my friends too as well, and able to enjoy such a good time, which I'm just so happy. I have amazing friends that basically I can travel with, and I know I can trust them at least, or I should say basically just like I'm just glad to at least able to have such amazing friends at this point. And thank you all for at least watching this. Thank you for at least letting me like able to do this at all too as well, and also to everybody that watches this and also like was on the trip too as well. Thank you for at least being my friends, and I really hope that we can have so much more amazing trips too as well. Hopefully that won't take too much more longer to make some of the other stuff that I want to do, but hopefully that you have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and well, see you in the next video. Good night.